Good evening. You already know what you're here for, and if you don't, well, welcome. We're here to have a good time. And for those of you who are familiar, well, wait. Before we get into part two, I gotta go ahead and slide this one in. I know it does not belong in this series, but it's only appropriate that we go ahead and get this in here.
Pay your child support.
Oh, your mom, I'll pay it when I'm done.
Stop little kids.
Bum ass. Get your ass up, you biscuit ass, whack ass, Aaron Carter looking ass.
Get good on the game. Touch your kids. Kill yourself.
Shut the up. You don't want to pull up and do stalked on the internet. But all you IRL.
This man went straight up pocking juice.
Man, what's your problem? You my fucking problem.
Yes. Certified hood classic. If you haven't seen it, the movie Juice, yes, you definitely need to check it out. Ooh, side note. Now, I know this is irrelevant, but in that Diddy conversation where they were holding those battles and those tournaments on the movie, it's a whole background behind that, and Diddy actually has, I think he has some type of ownership in that bill. Say, this stuff is running deep. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. That's not what we're here for. I got a lot of stuff that I want to do. So when y'all let me know when y'all are officially ready to move forward and you prove it. Look, there's some stuff we need to cover. Okay, there's a lot of things going on, but only salt right now. Just a salt. Let's get back to it.
Playing people in first to fives who may have talked to me or I talked to them just to prove that I'm the better overall player.
That's crazy. That's why you act surprised and you're sitting here like, man, most stuff and everybody trying to play me on the internet. Well, I mean, hey, you threw out the challenge, Ned. Nobody made you do that. That's what you did. But let's go ahead and get back where we left off.
I'm going to be doing endless battle hostings where, there might be a few people in there that think they can fuck with me.
Whoa. He says a few. A few who think they can. This man ain't got whooped by entire lobbies. Cut it out. My bad. It hasn't happened yet. Okay. I'm spoiling the movie. For those of you who are unfamiliar, pay me no mind. That was a spoiler alert. We don't know what happens. We don't know. Maybe he might dominate the lobby and he may never take L's, and maybe take L's every now and then. Let's let him continue. But we know what happens.
Or hang with me. Hey, maybe they can. That's what I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned and let's get it going. Just going to start off with a couple of ranked matches. Bear with me here on the execution. I'm on a bum.
When I say bum, sorry, I had to get it in there.
Street Fighter 2 pad since all my Street Fighter cross-taking pads are broken.
That's a huge coinky dink. I wonder why.
I'm ordering another one soon, so bear with me on the execution. I'll start off with a couple ranks. I'm just going to use some guide today. I don't feel like using Rose. I feel like challenging myself a little bit. Yes, that's a disconnection rate of 23% because I love to rage quit.
Oh, you don't say. Looks like things haven't changed much, huh? And side note, if you notice on that tag down there, you see how it's spelled? Which means this man done quit so many times that he didn't have to misspell his name with numbers in the letters.
On scrubs. Guaranteed this dude's probably going to be picking a Shoto. I haven't got Vortex yet, so I'm good. Till I get Vortex, grabbed. Ready for that Vortex. Oh. She got lucky right there. Right, that's round one in the books. Oops.
Quit mashing.
Execution. Grab. Here we go with the vortex. Right. The Akuma player wasn't that good, but then again, no Akuma player is really that good. They just depend on the vortex to whoop your ass.
Okay, so I wanted to let that match conclude before I chimed in. Now, when we're talking about scrub play, why is it every game that you play, you manage to scrub it out? A predominant amount of this match was low kicks. This is what y'all called the skilled Street Fighter? I mean, just in all honesty, this is the bragging. All it is down punch into a combo. All you're doing is down kick into a combo the whole game. And again, I could just chalk it up to him playing it, but a majority of this is down punches and down kicks as your primary engager. But yeah, this was touted as a more skilled Street Fighter. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You can feel some type of way all you want to, but I'm looking at it right here clear as day. And I played the game. I played it too. And just as a reminder, looking at it again after seeing the later models, I see low kick, grab, low punch, grab. Yeah, this the most skilled Street Fighter. I'm going back to it, man.
Pretty much it. They can't vortex, they can't win.
Now, also, let me clarify and put respect on the people who are good at this game's name, because everybody does not play like this. But the fact that he's sitting here playing like this, I don't know if you recall, if you don't really follow my content, I do constantly have this conversation about it ain't necessarily the game that's bad more times than not. It's the person who's playing it that makes it look bad. Because I've seen plenty of Daigo combos and all that didn't look like that. And that's a very horrible depiction, but the fact that you're even able or capable of down punch, down kick engagers, I don't want to hear anything about what Street Fighter 6 is doing, because there's a lot of complaints, and you constantly complain about, man, Street Fighter 6, man, it's just down punches lead to combos. That's literally what Street Fighter 4 was doing, was down kicks, down punches leading into combos. What are you talking about? Like, you guys are crazy. Maximilian literally just talked about this on Marvel when he mentioned Marvel vs. Capcom. He said the same exact thing. He said Marvel vs. Capcom 1 going into 2. Matter of fact, no. Let me go ahead and let him go ahead and chime in on that perspective real quick, and before we get too far off base.
And we did. We legit did. There was a herd of people, of other stupid teenagers, that stuck around with Marvel 1 for as long as we possibly could until, no, this game's actually kind of cool. So again, when MVC2 first came out, this was not an alien mentality. This was definitely shared over like local fighting game groups and stuff like that, that this game was not what people really want.
And I know this clip got a little bit of time on it, but we gotta let them cook. I don't want it to be rushed out. Here we got patience. We got patience here on 2G4E. We ain't got that TikTok attention span. So, chill, relax, just let it happen. Pause. No did.
Okay, I see you choosing the hard way.
It was just sort of like a mishmash and a damn gobbledygook of all this crazy that Capcom had been brewing over the past like 6 years, and they just threw it all to one game with not a care in the world. Don't get me wrong, it would not last, because our minds would get changed on this as you actually play it, because as fans, we see something new and something different, and you immediately jump in it as in it's stupid. And I feel like even more so than nowadays. Here's the crazy part. This mentality carries over to another specific game that I think fans of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 will 100% agree with. Did y'all just forget the first couple months of Marvel 3? What some of the top players, the biggest heads of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 were saying about Marvel 3 when that came out. I don't even want to say some of it. It's bad, dude. It was scathing. Marvel 3 was like an inferior game, an absolutely inferior game that nobody's gonna like. Now it's like one of the most beloved fighting games of all time. So is MVC2, one of the most beloved fighting games of all time. This is not a unique thing at all to fighting games, man. The majority of brand new fighting games are not well received by the audience that came before it. Most people do not like new things, and there are good reasons for this. Number one, resetting your skill, right? Skill reset is a big thing that players that dedicate a huge amount of their lives to one specific game have to deal with. But the skill that translates from one game to the next will not carry over. I held an animosity towards Street Fighter 4 because nothing I learned in Third Strike really carried over to Street Fighter 4.
Exactly. And you still have your baseline of how all of the stuff works, but generally outside of do it for you controls, there should be no complaints because these games are played the exact same way. You've seen it. You look at 6 right now. It is not played any. People literally engage with down punch and down kicks. It looks like if I was just an outsider, right? I've never played any of these games. If I was looking at this, I'd say this is the same game, just updated and upgraded. It's not any different. So to complain about 6 and what 6 is doing, but you're fine with 4, I'm like, that's. It ain't that. It moves a little different, but it ain't that different. But let's go ahead and let that man continue.
Damn! Now how did I lose to the last game? Not this motherfucker. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied over here.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that gif, I was hoping he gave him the booty warrior treatment.
I like you, and I want you.
All right, guys, what did we learn today?
That you're a bum at fighters, always have been and always will be. But I don't want this to run too long. So if you kicked it with your boy this long, I appreciate you hanging with me. Links in the description below like always. And in the meanwhile, I'm out. Have a good one.